Build AI apps with Python in NeoVim. Episode 8. Multiple tools. In Episode 7, Claude had one tool, but real assistants need many. The question is, how does Claude choose which tool to call? It reads the descriptions. We also need a dispatch pattern, a dictionary that maps tool names to Python functions. Today, 3 tools: currency, weather, and time zones. Claude picks the right one. A new file. 3 tools instead of 1. Claude learns to choose. Episode 8. The key question. How does Claude decide which tool to use? The answer. Claude reads the tool descriptions you write. Good descriptions mean correct choices. Same imports. OS, JSON, .env, Anthropic. Automatic by now. JSON is important here. We use it to format tool results before sending them back. .env loads the API key. Anthropic gives us the client. Load the key, and create the client, the foundation for every episode. Client ready. Now we build 3 tools: currency, weather, and time. Tool 1. The currency converter from Episode 7. Now it is one of 3 tools Claude can use. Exchange rates in a dictionary. We compact them onto fewer lines this time. Six currencies. USD as the base at 1.0, Singapore dollar at 1.34. British pound, Japanese yen, Malaysian ringgit, all relative to USD. The convert function. Same logic as Episode 7. Divide by from rate, multiply by to rate. Look up both rates from the dictionary. Upper makes it case insensitive. Error check. If either currency is unknown, return an error dictionary. Calculate the result through USD and round to 2 decimal places. Return the converted amount with the currency codes. This is what Claude will see. Tool 2. Weather Lookup. A completely new capability for Claude. Mock weather data. In production, this would call a real weather API. But the tool pattern stays exactly the same. Swap mock data for an API call later. Singapore at 31 degrees, partly cloudy. Temperature, condition, and humidity for each city. Tokyo at 18 degrees, clear skies. London at 12 degrees, rainy, classic London weather. The weather function. Look up the city, return the data. City.lower makes the lookup case insensitive. Singapore or Singapore both work. Error handling. Return a clear message if the city is not in our data. Double-star data unpacks the weather dictionary into the return value. A handy Python pattern. Tool 3. Time zones. The third capability Claude can reach for. Time zone data with UTC offsets and sample times. Singapore is UTC plus 8. Tokyo is UTC plus 9. These are mock times. A real app would use the datetime module. London at UTC 0. Greenwich Mean Time. The time function. Same pattern. Dictionary lookup, error check, return. Three tools, three functions. Each does one thing well. That is good tool design. Save progress. Three functions ready. Now we connect them to Claude. The dispatch pattern. This is the new concept in this episode. A dictionary that maps tool names as strings to the actual Python functions. Convert currency maps to the convert currency function. Get weather maps to get weather. Get time maps to get time. No if-else chain needed, just a dictionary lookup. This scales to 10, 50, 100 tools. Now we define all three tools for Claude. Same JSON schema pattern as episode 7. First tool, convert currency. Name and description tell Claude what it does. The description is crucial. Claude reads this to decide if this tool matches the question. Three properties: amount as a number, from and to currency as strings. All three required. If Claude calls this tool, it must provide all parameters. Second tool, get weather. Simpler schema, just one parameter, city name. The description says get current weather. This helps Claude match weather-related questions. City is the only required field. Claude just needs to extract the city from the question. Third tool, get time. Same simple schema. One city parameter. Description says get current time in a city. Claude matches time-related questions here. City is required. Same pattern as weather. Three tool definitions in one list. Claude sees all three and picks the best match. Save. Three tools defined. Now we build a reusable ask function. The ask function wraps the entire tool use loop into one reusable block. Print the question first, so we can see what Claude is working on. Messages.create with the tools parameter. Claude sees all three tool definitions. Model, max tokens, tools list. Same structure as episode 7. The user message is just the question string. Clean and simple. Close the create call. Claude now has the question and knows about three tools. Check stop reason. If tool use, Claude wants to call one of our three functions. Extract the tool block. It tells us which function Claude chose. Here is the dispatch in action. Look up the function by name from the dictionary. Call the function with the arguments Claude provided. Double star unpacks the dictionary. Print which tool was chosen. This lets us verify Claude picked correctly. Print the result. This is what we send back to Claude for the final answer. Send the result back to Claude so it can write a natural language answer. Same model and tools. Claude needs the tool definitions to understand the context. The message history tells the full conversation story. First, the original user question. Second, Claude Assistant response with the tool call it made. Third, the tool result we are sending back. ID matches the original call. Close the messages list and the create call. Print the final answer. Claude turns the raw data into a friendly response. Three questions using 3 different tools. Currency, weather, and time. Claude picks the right one. Save and run. Watch Claude choose. Claude chose convert currency. 50 euros to yen. Second question. Claude chose get weather. Singapore, 31 degrees. Third question. Claude chose get time. Tokyo, 4 p.m. 3 correct tool choices. Descriptions guided every decision. Back to top. The dispatch dictionary is the key pattern from this episode. Recap. 3 key takeaways. First, register multiple tools in one list. Claude reads all descriptions to choose the right one. Second, the dispatch dictionary maps tool names to functions. No if-else chains needed. Third, wrap the tool loop in a function. 1 line per question, any number of tools. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more AI tutorials. Next episode, File System Tools.